Welcome to Tete-a-Tete, a destination for watch enthusiasts where we go beyond the watches themselves and delve into the personalities at the helm of the watch brands. Today we have Benoit Mintiens. Did I say it correctly? The first question that came to my head, I don't know why, is do you have any pets?
No.
I was like, no way Benoit has pets. Because I feel like you like everything Scandinavian.
No. I love dogs because they're always happy, but they're so dirty, and so that's why I don't like them.
Okay, so the dogs are dirty, which goes back to support my theory that you like things neat.
Yes, in a sense, yes. It's true. How do you know that? I've never thought about it.
Because, it reflects in the watch designs as well. Yeah. Okay, so another thing that I was thinking about is I was trying to picture your house. And I felt like, okay, this guy, I was like profiling you.
Mhm.
If they hired me in the CIA,
Okay.
I would be profiling you.
Okay.
So I said, okay, Benoit does not have pets. He doesn't have so much technology at home. I feel like your microwave is 20 years old because you always fix things.
Yes,
I'm impressed with myself.
it's impressive. It's as if you have a camera in my house. Huh.
Okay, fine. So you are
Scary.
you're the type of person who fixes things. You don't have to buy right away.
Yes, I try to fix it because there's also something and that's also why I do mechanical watches. I'm a bit allergic to all these
Updates.
programmed obsolescence.
Yeah.
So I try to repair as long as it's working. And then I'm very irritated because when I repair my dishwasher, for example, I discovered that they put parts in there that are meant to break.
Yes. It's
Yes.
exactly
Yeah.
what you said, planned obsolescence.
Yeah.
It's meant to have such a short shelf life.
Yeah.
So technically this is you taking a stand.
Yes, because I think that's also why the design of our watches is, let's say, timeless, I would call it. And that's a bit what Scandinavian design is too. It's quite timeless, and that's what I try to do because I believe, watch, it's designed to go 20 years on your wrist. So in 10 years, you should still be happy to put it on your wrist.
Exactly. So I feel like you work primarily as a designer.
I work now. I run a company, so I do a lot more.
That's your side job. But your mind, like the way you approach things, is primarily as a designer, you think?
Yes, and as a designer, as an industrial designer, you're trained in a certain methodology.
Okay.
And I apply it, of course, to Ressence. But I apply it to my products.
So when you're planning for the next watch iteration,
Mhm.
what is the driving question you have in your head?
Ergonomics. Always, everything we do is based on ergonomics.
Yeah.
Ergonomics in the broad sense. So that means, what is your relation to the product? What is your relation to a watch? But in general speaking, what is your relation to the product?
Okay.
And to improve that relation, you have to think ergonomics.
That makes sense.
But
That's a good
in a
question.
broad sense.
Well, it makes sense with your rocks.
Yes, there are many reasons. I can explain you every little detail and why it's done like that. There's always a good reason, and it's always related to ergonomics.
Some may say you are the Steve Jobs.
That would that's a bit exaggerated.
Okay, so what I wanted to ask is, when you're designing for Ressence, or when you're designing the watch, how much of, when you're planning the next iteration, how much of what you want to see manifested, the percentage, like how much of you is in it, and how much is the Ressence customer in it?
I always design the watch for me.
Okay, so it's 100% a narcissistic
Nearly.
approach.
I always put myself in the skin of. So it's also role play.
Okay.
Because I'm not a diver, but I designed a diver watch. So I thought, okay, but this comes from my career as a design consultant. I also had very different types of customers.
Yeah.
And they came with their world to me, and they said, okay, design a new product for me. okay, what's your world? How do you work? How's your factory? How are the people who are your clients? So you have to really create or imaginate this environment in which your customer is, to create a product that fits him. And well, I also try to do that when I design watches. Of course, there is Ressence, but then there is also the customer.
Now, when you're doing, or when you were in consulting, or when you're trying to design for another perspective, how much method acting do you do to immerse yourself into the other customer? Do you actually try to go in the field and then
sometimes
take primary
it happens
research?
Yeah, it depends on the models, it depends on the technology. And for example, now we are working on a future project where we really do extensive testing, because it's something that has never been done in the business, and so I already did a few things that were never done in the business, and sometimes it went well, and sometimes it didn't go well. So I need to, now we have more time and we have more resources to do it, so I try to. But yes, you have to. It's super important. If you don't do that, well, you just guess.
Exactly.
You can't do it without.
And so how has this year's process been, and how has it led to your newest novelty?
Well, I think there are two things that we present during the show. It's the Sage Type 8. Type 8 was introduced last year on a blue dial, and then we introduced the Sage color. I would say it's just a color. I wouldn't make a whole fuss of it, but it also puts the product in a new category for us. If you see this, it's all very dark and very graphical, where I try to. But the thing that we introduced this year is the Type 1 with a round case, with very pebbly, very organic, very sense for your senses, so touching. It's very smooth, and so it's of course a kind of derivative of the Type 3.
Yes.
Same but thicker, because there's a lot more in it. But the idea of these watches is that they are so neutral from a case point of view, that you can wear them always. They will always be okay. And it's also related to this because ergonomics is one of them, but also simplicity, essentialness. Which we always try to go to that essence. Why? Because more essence is more ergonomic. More stuff on a watch is less ergonomic than less stuff
it's
on a watch.
Distraction.
It's distraction, it's noise. So making the case very neutral, it's also a way to have basically a dial. All the rest is gone. And a watch is about giving time. So maximize the surface of the dial and you have a better watch. So it's all logical. In our approach, it's a very logical step.
By the way, the jade for me looks like a very spiritual color, right? Like, you know how you have those healing stones?
I feel
it
doesn't come from a healing stone, I have to say.
You don't know.
They won't heal you.
Maybe they'll make you happy.
Maybe they make you happy every morning, because it's a fresh color. It's a new color, it's a new development. That it didn't exist 1 year ago. So it has been developed by a company. Our dials are galvanic colors, so that means it's not paint. It's the metal you see that has a color. And so to do that, you don't have many options in colors. So we are very happy with this.
Thank you so much, Benoit.
You're welcome.
Thank
you very much.
And hope to see you at Dubai Watch Week.
I will be.
You will be.
And we will introduce a very nice piece together with Sticky.
With us?
Yes.
Oh, I'm excited. Do I have any say in the piece?
It's designed already. You have no say. But it's a very interesting project when you look at it. I think, but maybe you have more knowledge than me in that, but I think we are one of the very few brands that made a collaboration over 6 years with a retailer.
Oh, wow.
Because we did every Dubai Watch Week.
That's true.
Yeah, we did 1. So it's going to be the third, also the last one. But this trilogy, when you look at it now, when you will see the last piece, you will see that they all have the same DNA.
Yeah.
And I think that is super interesting. They will all have a different case, and they will all share that same DNA, but applied in a different way, all related to the fact that Siddiqui is based in the Middle East, etc. So there is
There's
without being kitsch.
Yeah.
See, so I really wanted that. I think it's very important. So I'm super excited about it.
So am I. I look forward to it.
Like it.
I think I love it. Just save me a piece.
You can.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.